It's great to see you all. We're doing really well with the supply curves and making those shifts, and we're going to have some fun being a little more creative and looking at some problem solving. So for our next assignment, you're going to have this page in Google Classroom that you can see, and you're going to imagine that you're trying to work your way up to a management job in a national pizza company. And as part of the interview process, you're being asked to respond to 2 problems. I've given you a choice of 5 problems. You're going to pick 2, and you're going to describe your solutions. The company is looking for a thorough explanation for these solutions, and they really want you to be creative with your problem solving. So if it's something that you can think of in the first 2 minutes that you look at it, well, probably everyone else could think of that too, and you should dig a little deeper. I'm going to give you an example of a solution to a problem so that you can see how this works. For this exemplar, the problem is that the pizza restaurant has been having trouble hiring and retaining good, hardworking employees. As a result, a great deal of time is being devoted to training new people every few months. How would you respond to this situation? So what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to record a sample of what you could do for this assignment, showing what your solution would be to this situation. Good morning. Thank you for listening to my ideas about the challenges that we're having with our pizza company. I think I'm going to be a great choice for your management team because I have some good ideas to share about this challenge. Certainly, this is not a unique challenge for most companies. It is hard to find good help, but I think there are some ways we as a company could be proactive. Currently, what's happening is we're having a problem with our labor productivity. We have our S1 when we have a good staff up and operating, but our supply curve shifts to the left, and our S2 represents what happens when we have brand new employees who are having to train again. First of all, these new people don't know how to do things in our restaurant. And second of all, our best staff members are having to give up their time training these new employees. One of the solutions I would propose is having online training before a person starts working in the restaurant. So once we've interviewed and hired someone, I'm recommending that we have some online training they complete before they even come into the restaurant for the first time. During the COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of young people engaged in online learning, and I think they would have good skills in this area. This would also help us know who's really serious about this job, and we would be able to take our best trainers, have them make some training videos, and have people watch them before they come in. I also recommend that we provide incremental raises for longevity. So if someone has worked for us for a month, they would get an incremental increase in their pay. And the next month, and then maybe we could do it in 3-month chunks. That way, there's a real incentive for people to stay. Now, certainly, if we're going to give those raises, that would increase our input costs. And that could result in our supply curve shifting to the left. If we are paying more for these pay raises, it does increase our input costs. However, I would propose that our labor productivity would really increase. We would have better trained employees, and our best employees could still be working instead of training new people. I would also offer a recruiting incentive. I think that if we have some people who are leaving for good reason, perhaps they're going off to college, they could get a bonus for providing a new replacement for the job. So they may have someone who they think would do a good job that they could refer and recommend to us. And if we ended up hiring that replacement person, we could give them a bonus. We could also do a program for people who are still working for us that if we need more help, they could refer a friend or someone they know who they think would be a good employee. That way we're getting recommendations for people who know what the work actually is about and looks like. And this overall would increase the labor productivity for our pizza company and result in us making more profit. I hope you like my ideas, and I look forward to helping our company with any other problems that arise in the future. You can see you're going to do a thorough explanation, and you're going to provide some sort of visual aid to show us about the shifts that are happening with supply involved with your solution. So to present your solution, you have a number of different options, and you can probably come up with another way. You could create a video describing your solution, just like I did. You can create a Google Slides presentation describing your solution. You could have a live Zoom meeting or a Google Hangout meeting with me where you pitch your solution, just like it's in an interview and we meet and talk about it together. If you want to virtually team up with someone to do this project, you can also do that. There's a neat feature with Zoom where you can split your screens and you can record the meeting. So it could have you and your partner going back and forth, presenting a great solution. So just like all your teachers have had to come up with new ways to do things online, I also imagine you can come up with a neat way to be able to present your pitch to me. And I can't wait to hear what you come up with.